You're listening to Westchester Talk Radio, produced by Shark Creative and made possible by our SharkCast sponsors, including Robeson, the house that Service built, Hightower Westchester, Fiduciary Wealth Advisors, Jaguar Land Rover of New Rochelle, White Plains, and Mount Kisco, and Michael Labriola, Inc., Landscape Design and Construction. Well, today, welcome to another episode of the Nonprofit Spotlight. Today, we're putting a spotlight on the Westchester Institute for Human Development, WIHD, creating better futures for people with disabilities, for vulnerable children, and for their families and caregivers. There's an annual gala coming up, and they'll be honoring Mayor Markey and Justick with a President's Award. This morning, we have Tony Justick, managing partner of a 50-person CPA and consulting firm specializing in outsourced accounting and human resources. Tony, pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure to see you. And congratulations on the amazing honor. Let's just get right into it, Tony. What motivated you to help out WIHD? What exactly is it that gave you the impetus to do this?
Andrew, first off, good morning to you. And I want to thank you for being the host of Westchester Talk Radio, for having the Not-for-Profit Spotlight, and for recognizing organizations like Westchester Institute for Human Development. And also thank you to your sponsors for making this possible. So
thank you for that. I do appreciate it. That doesn't always get said. So I appreciate you putting that out there. But Tony, really, obviously we have a relationship. We know each other. This is no surprise to me that, your firm is being recognized. And of course, you at the helm, based on, the amazing foundation that you've built for yourself with your family, business, the business community, and just for, all the things that you always do. You're always thinking of others and helping out the community in many ways. And this is really no exception. Let's tell our audience a little bit about WIHD and of course, the motivation behind what you're doing for them.
Sure, of course. So the Westchester Institute for Human Development is the preeminent organization for taking care of individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and vulnerable children here in Westchester County. And, Andrew, what makes them so important is our community chooses to live in Westchester because we want access to some of the great amenities that are available to us in the Northeast: parks, restaurants, entertainment, right? Well, one of the things that folks look for in a great community is healthcare. And the Westchester Institute for Human Development is healthcare to a vulnerable population. It makes our community better. It's necessary and it's incredibly important. And so without recognition from our business community, from our individuals, organizations like that cannot survive and thrive. We never know when we're going to need direct access to an organization like Westchester Institute for Human Development for a family member, for a friend, for a colleague. And it's important that we know that they're there in our community. So you asked what brought me to WIHD. When my youngest son was about 3 years old, he was very speech delayed. And we happened to be referred to WIHD for early intervention service coordination. And he actually had his hearing tests there. And we became a client of the Westchester Institute for Human Development. Simultaneous to that, they had put out an RFP for an accounting firm, and we were talking to them. So, from 1 week to the next week, I was not only introduced to them professionally, but I was introduced to them personally. That goes back about 15 or 16 years, and we've been involved with them ever since.
Amazing. So there is a personal connection, of course. And, God bless Dr. Margaret Giannini, right, from the New York Medical College, and how many years ago that was, and just the amazing story that's taken place over decades, right? And here we are in 2022, and it's standing strong. And people like yourself and your firm are big supporters. And so that brings us to the gala, which is coming up. And I know it's next week, and you'll be there being recognized with your firm, the President's Award. What can people expect from the gala, and how can they get involved? How can other people help?
Sure. So the gala is on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. It's always a fun event. There's a wonderful cocktail hour to start things off, and then look, a brief presentation. But we try to recognize that people really do want to engage and talk with each other at the gala. And I've attended now for a number of years. There's a wonderful silent auction. There's great food, great beverage for those who care to partake. And it's just a fun night. And during that fun night, part of what we want to do is we just want to inform the community a little bit more about the value that Westchester Institute for Human Development provides. So, I hope that folks, if they want to get involved, that they'll come to Scarsdale Golf Club on May 5th and maybe buy a ticket and attend. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful evening if you do that. And if you can't do that, there's opportunities for journal ads, or there's opportunity for sponsorships, or even to donate a silent auction item.
Great. So we're looking forward to it. It's only a week away, but there's still time for people to get involved. We wanted to keep this short and brief, Tony. It's really, again, it's incredible what you've been doing all of these years, and that you continue to do it, and that you're a pillar of the community, honestly. And I thank you for all your hard work and for your willingness to share, really, and doing it for so many other people and watching other people succeed. Amazing stuff. Good for you. Good for WIHD and everybody else that's involved. So you're listening to the Nonprofit Spotlight on Westchester Talk Radio, produced by Shark Creative. Be sure to click or subscribe under the YouTube channel at Shark Creative for more locally inspired stories and spotlights on our community, just like this one. We'll be back for more. Tony, have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Andrew, thank you. Appreciate you recognizing WIHD and giving us the opportunity to chat with you for a little bit.
Absolutely.